Emotion can be the enemy. If you give into your emotion, you lose yourself. You must be at one with your emotions because the body always follows the mind. Bruce Lee. Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your consistent support. All right, so I already read some of the comments on YouTube, and I want to get this out the way because I want this practice, I want this video, this session, this recording to be primarily, I want our focus to be primarily on mental health, that being the topic for today. But I noticed, and thank you for the reminder, I also saw a text message, a friend of mine always give me these little tidbits of what daily holidays is. So today is also National Teacher Day. So I see we have a couple of retired teachers that are consistent followers, viewers, and Miss German and Pamela, I see our teachers. Thank you, Miss Pat, for recognizing our teachers today. So right now, I want to say happy Teachers Day to all our teachers, whether you are presently a teacher, a retired teacher, whether you are someone that teaches, whether it's just at the home, you are uncle, cousin, whatever, we appreciate and we love you today. Now, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I neglected to mention that last week with all of my celebrations. National Mental Health Month raises awareness of stress, burnout, and trauma, and the impact it can have on the physical, emotional, and mental well-being of children, families, and communities. Mental Health Month was established in 1949 to increase awareness of the importance of mental health and wellness in Americans' lives and to celebrate recovery from mental illness. Now, this being a global platform, I'm extending this out to awareness of mental health globally throughout the world. Mental health is essential for a person's overall health. Prevention works. Treatment is effective, and people can recover from mental disorders and live full and productive lives. In support of this year's Mental Health Awareness Month, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long is providing a special guided meditation to encourage engagement with this important annual awareness campaign. This guided meditation is by Kristin Neff, which provides 3 basic steps designed to support you in moments when you navigate in difficult or disturbing emotions. By allowing ourselves to experience where tough emotions are present in the body and opening up to them with love, we can cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance toward the imperfect nature of life. But before we move on with the actual practice, if you haven't already done so, please click the like button right now. Click the like button right now. Click the like button, comment, share if you care to. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long, and to hit that notification bell so that you may be notified every time I post something new, every time I come on live on my YouTube. Now, these may seem like small gestures to you, but to me, to this platform is huge, and it would greatly help with my algorithms. So in advance, I thank you. Let's begin. Be seated in a comfortable position, either on a chair or on a cushion. Make sure your back is upright yet relaxed, and that your head is relaxed as well, tilted slightly downward. Take a few deep breaths. Let out the tension that you're experiencing right now. So in and out 3 times. Let your breath return to normal. Just noticing how the breath feels as it comes into and leaves your body. Notice where you feel the breath most strongly. Is it at your nostrils, your lungs, your abdomen? Think of the circumstance or situation that's causing you a lot of emotional upset right now. It may be something you're feeling about yourself, something you don't like, or some mistake you've made. Or it could be just a situation that's very difficult to deal with right now. Remind yourself of the details involved and try not to get lost too much in the storyline, but just get in touch with what it is that's troubling you and how you feel about it. Focusing your attention on the body, become aware of what emotions are attached to this painful circumstance. There's probably more than one, so maybe just labeling them: anger, disappointment, grief, fear. What's coming up for you right now? Choose the emotion that you feel most strongly. What's predominant difficult? What's the predominant difficult emotion associated with your circumstance? See if you can tell where you feel that emotion in your body. Is it a grip? Is it gripping in the throat? A heaviness behind the eyes? A clenching of your gut? See if you can notice what part of the body is physically manifesting the emotion most strongly. Describe these sensations to yourself: tight, hot, tingling, numb, cold. Just describe it in your mind, because this is by definition a painful emotion. See, we naturally want to resist it, to tighten up against it, to make it go away. But this just makes it all the more painful. Instead of resisting, soften around the emotion. Be aware of the emotion in the body and try to soften around it. See if you can relax a little bit of the feeling of tension or pressure. Just soften. If emotion is very intense, you may want to focus your awareness on the edges of the emotion. Just kind of soften around the boundaries or borders of the emotion. Imagine that you have maybe a pool of water that you've just let down the side. It's not so tightly contained, so the water can just kind of pour out naturally. Just softening around the sensation. Then soothe yourself gently. Recognize and validate how hard it is to be feeling this. Every single one of us constantly feels really difficult, painful emotions. And we need to be able to comfort ourselves for the pain of living this human life. So what I like for you to do is take your hand and gently touch the place where you're feeling the emotion. Let this touch be soft, caring. Maybe caress the spot a little bit. And as you gently touch that spot, try to soothe the difficult emotions. Tell yourself that you recognize how hard it is to feel this way. If it feels comfortable, you might even say something like, "Poor darling, I'm so sorry. It's so hard for you right now." Next, allow any feeling you may be experiencing. Remember that you are allowed to feel this. This is your natural reaction. You aren't choosing to feel this. This is what's happening. Just soothe and comfort yourself with the fact that this is hard right now to be feeling this. Just allow the sensation of the emotion to be there. You're safe right now at this moment. Notice if the sensation is changing at all. Is it moving or shifting or changing quality? For the next minute or so, if the same emotion is still very strong and predominant, or perhaps a new emotion is arising, that becomes more predominant, just continue locating the sensation in your body, softening around the edges of the sensation so there's not so much tightness or constriction. Soothe yourself in your body, the difficulty of what you're feeling right now with lots of tender compassion. If your mind gets pulled away into thinking about the situation or circumstance, that's okay. It's only natural. Gently try to bring your awareness back to the actual sensations of the emotion in your body, very tangibly. If any feelings of peace or comfort arise, see if you can be aware of and be with those emotions as well. And if it's still very difficult, then stay with the pain with the 3 techniques of soften, soothe, and allow. If you feel your mind starting to drift, or if you feel you starting to tune out again, just try to refresh in your mind the source of the pain and get in touch with the feelings in your body. Soften, soothe, and allow. Now drop the focus on this particular emotion or sensation. Let your awareness feel your entire body. Just feeling the entire pulsating, energetic sensation of your body from head to toe. Just let your awareness rest in your physical presence. Ending this practice, place your hand gently over your heart. Just get in touch with feelings of tenderness, kindness, concern, compassion for what you're going through. Remember that we are all imperfect, that life is imperfect, and that if we can be open to that, we can be happy and peaceful even in the face of suffering. And so it is. Now come back to the breath, in and out. You may now gently open your eyes. Take your time. If you just want to bask in this feeling a little longer. Namaste. How do you feel? Good practice, everyone. If you found that today's meditation is beneficial, please, if you haven't done so, click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Thank you. Now, let me see if anyone has left any comments regarding today's practice regarding mental health in general. I've already read some of your loving comments, as I stated earlier, pertaining to the day, pertaining to each other, pertaining to Teachers Appreciation Week. But being that this is a segment on mental health, I am intentionally zooming into comments pertaining to your thoughts on this matter. Have you thought about mental health? Your mental health? Others' mental health? Do you think it's a topic worth talking about? Do you think it is an issue globally that isn't addressed enough? Let me see your comments regarding that. All right, so on YouTube, I see Miss Pat is on here, Grand Rising. I see Miss Pamela is on here, Grand Rising. Miss German is on here, Grand Rising to you. I see the hashtag globals. Thank you for that. Miss Pamela with Namaste. No one, I don't see any comments on YouTube pertaining to mental health. Y'all see, oh, happy to, okay. Miss Prayer Chaplain is on here, Grand Rising. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm trying. This is a new year for this platform, and I'm trying to bring us to be to open up to be for discussions, a space for us to be open up to the topic at hand. Yes, we all need to be aware of our own mental health, says Pamela. Thank you for that comment. I see Miss Bernie, I'm on IG. Bernie, my heel extraordinaire, is on here. Grand Rising. Sports Chick is on here. She's on both platforms. She's on IG and YouTube. Thank you for the activity on both platforms. Miss Pat is also on both platforms. Thank you for your commitment. Yes, yes, everyone with hashtag global. J Cam 1981. You're not a first timer, but it's been a minute since I've seen you live. Grand Rising to you. I appreciate your presence. Rod Blackwell 14. I think you are a first timer. And I just want to let you know, I know, I am aware you could have tuned anywhere. You could have been doing anything else, and you chose to stop by. And for that, Rock Blackwell, I appreciate you. I thank you, Grand Rising, to you. AP is on here, Grand Rising. Sports Chick, I felt the meditation was like medication, very beneficial. I like that. I like that. Meditation is a form of medication. Medication for the mind, for the soul, for the body, for the spirit. Now, it isn't. And I had to constantly tell myself this. And I'm talking just to allow more comments to come through. If you haven't thought about it, to feed you something. So maybe I will awaken thoughts within you around this topic. I had to constantly remind myself, because I know this is not a popular topic, and I'm talking about meditation. It's not for everyone. It really isn't. So I have to remind myself of that when I don't get the activity that I would like on my platforms regarding the meditation. But those of you who find it beneficial, it could do miracles in your life, in your mental health in general. But the thing is, we live in a society when we want quick fixes. Meditation is not a quick fix. As a matter of fact, meditation is a practice we need to be doing on a daily basis. I have stressed many times, first thing in the morning is ideal. During the midday, a mid check, even if it's 1 minute, is good. And closing our day before we close our eyes is also good. So if you could do it 3 times, just a mindfulness and awareness, you are doing well towards your own mental health. Speaking of meditation not being the total fix, or for everyone. I also encourage for those of you, because we're talking about mental health now, those of you who are really dealing with depression, even suicidal thoughts, anxiety disorders, bipolar, and it goes on and on, schizophrenia. Those of you know I was the caregiver of my mom who dealt with dementia, and I think she was dealing with that for many years. The signs were there. I did not know the signs. And I come to realize, as much as a caregiver, as at times as stressful it could be for me to care for, I come to realize how it must have felt for her to go through that, the loneliness of it, especially to be hearing, seeing, and smelling things that people are telling you that don't exist, but you just know in your mind, in your heart, it exists. So I'm here to tell you, if you're going through any of this, even just stress, you're not alone. There's people throughout this planet. It is so common, but because even in the 21st century, it still has its stigmas. People are afraid to talk about it, to share about it. So this is a space that I hope is a safe space for you to bring that with you into this platform, into your practices, to share it. If you don't want to share it in the comments, I am accessible. You could share it with me on the direct message. So this is a topic that is dear to me. I'm reading the comments, and then I'm going to go on, let you go, us go on by our days. Miss Pamela, I think I read it. Alexis is on YouTube. Oh, I think you're a new subscriber then. Thank you, teachers. Wishing everyone a terrific Tuesday. Us talking about teachers awareness. Miss Pamela, if we know what to look for, maybe we could identify this condition so there can be early intervention. Well, I'm going to say this. This practice is a start. It is a resource of many resources. The body is always telling you when something is out of line. It's not just that you stumped your toe or whatever. Your mental does truly affect your physical. So what it means is that we have to take time to be with self, even as 5 minutes, just to be with self, to be in awareness, to be mindful. Just do a mental check-in, a physical check-in, and the body will tell you the signs. And if it's confusing, if you don't understand it, then do your research. We live in a society where there's no excuse for anybody to be ignorant about any topic. Google it. Talk to someone. Talk to a health professional. Just we have to get away from these stigmas. It's okay to see a therapist. It's okay to see a psychiatrist. Your peace of mind, for me, my peace of mind is more important than anything. And I mean that, anything. Reading on, Miss Pat, I can relate on that, Joe, because I took care of my mom, dad, and husband. So I feel you on that. It was not easy, and I thank God that I was able to take care of my loved ones. Yes. And I bet you could also relate to this, Miss Pat, the experience, the going through the experience, even after they have made their transitions, have made you realize just how strong you are. You didn't think you could get through that, grow through those situations, but you did. You're more powerful. We are more powerful than we know. Yes. All right. So thank you all for your participation and your comments. I look forward to virtually seeing you all again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube and Instagram channels. Know that I love you and I appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Mwah.